Hello everybody and welcome to part 5 of my Islandception series. We're finally at the point where happiness is getting to be a problem, but we are putting coliseums up in preparation of a potential Circus Maximus. Looks like iron is expiring and horses are wanted by Haley, so we will definitely address that. Kizzle targets and cannon. I was hoping when I heard that notification that it would be something we would actually want to chase after. So currency's coming up. That's kind of on time because we do have... Right now we have one city that would benefit from a market, and then of course once York launches the cargo ship, it will be in just such a position. Okay, so let's see here. We want a good spread of our units' visibility, so that seems good. He's coming down here. We've met China, so he's coming back across here. We definitely will be hopping into the water, get around that city-state a little easier. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's the camp that got targeted, but luckily we do have one movement point. This is the end of the line, so we did find some frost, and that is unfortunate. One thing that occurred to me, oh, we got some things to deal with here. Let's address that. Hey, he's actually got a little bit of money. Good deal. And I would much rather sell the iron to Songhai. Did they ever actually make peace? No, they're still at war. Okay. That's interesting to know. I don't know that we've seen anything come of that. We can take a look at... maybe they went to war over religion, or maybe he's trying to avenge the Ethiopians. Not sure. Let's see. We'll take a glance at science. With the National College, we are now in second of the people that we know, so we are doing fine, just fine. There's the stable. And so let us do the Writers Guild next, because we're going to grow in 2. Writers Guild is finished in 3. Alright, so let's see here. How would we want to do this? Let us back this guy up. We'll just tuck him away in the city. We got our blockers up front. We got this guy over here. Seems good. Maybe they should swing spots? I don't think so. Okay, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, can we get around? I don't know. I can't imagine that's going to be occupying it forever, though, so it shouldn't be too big of a problem. Okay, get across the river there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't want to trespass, but this actually gets us more visibility anyway, so yeah, we'll just park it there. He's gonna forever dance. Let's see, we got the guy that's finished there. Okay. 5 turns, borders will grow. 1 turn, this population grows. So our money's spoken for now, but we're about to launch a cargo ship, get a couple markets up. I don't see it being too big of a problem for too long. Let's come over here with that guy. Hastings has grown, so yes, this is the time where we want to drop 80 on that. Shrine is finished here, so definitely on to Colosseum. Happiness is the focus right now, so have him come up here, and we'll have him jump back there. Okay, I don't know where this goes. So let's come here. Okay, that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4 land there. Unfortunately, we don't have the visibility we would want. 1, 2. Let's see. 3. That doesn't get us any visibility, extra visibility. Okay, we'll just do that. Tuck him away. Save a little bit of money, anyways. And there we are. No, we got this to do. Horses. And Songhai wants some. Wouldn't it be great if he wanted them all? He just wants the one. Okay. Well, like I said, though, once we launch this trade route and get these two markets up, we should be doing fine as far as money goes. There's the currency growing into the hill, and York also grows. So unfortunately, the fact that we had two cities grow at once means that we are in unhappiness despite our best efforts. This Coliseum's coming up in 5 turns. This trade route will be established in 3, and then this Coliseum. So this is temporary, and then also keep in mind in 3 turns our borders grow. Probably aren't going to have the money to buy the marble tile, but we will definitely do that as soon as we can. And we're on to civil service, which really only benefits Nottingham. And then, of course, once we do have the money to upgrade units, we'll have the pikemen take the place of the swordsmen, since they will be superior both in raw strength and adjusted strength. Him chilling there seems good. We'll bring him in so he can heal up in the borders, because like I said, we're going to have them swap places, and these two are real close. They don't have to do none of these water polo gymnastics thingies here. Okay, we are on some Chinese borders here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, horses are done. On to the wheat. I wonder if by the time we get the harbors up, will it stop suggesting I build roads? That would be really great, because I don't mind that the tiles appear on here, but I don't like that it's like the suggested movement down here, because I almost clicked on it. And there we go. Alright, growth again, even though our happiness is a problem. Alright, so that'll speed up the Coliseum in that city, so that's good. Alright, we can slot right in, so let's do that. Brings us down to 8 turns until our filler policy, which will be the exploration opener probably. I think our money situation's about to clean up here. In fact, let's do a market there, we'll do a market there next, and then we should be good to go. The capital has not built a Coliseum yet, that's correct? Okay, so after the market we'll build a Coliseum in the capital. That's would explain why he's damaged. I was wondering as we approached him. So we'll just back off, not a problem. A little bit of... We want to get him back over here just to protect the incoming trade route, but... Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, and then back into the water. That worked out nicely. Oh, he is highlighted. It's just... For some reason, there's no shaft of light indicating he's the highlighted unit right now. Oh, we got shot. Okay, so I guess that means we get back out of the water. The only problem is the only place we can land that's safe is here, because if we come here, the warrior hits us. So maybe China gives us open borders. I'm not sure. We'll find out. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. 6 turns until this grows. This will be a freshwater. So that should give us time to come here, chop this down, speed that up, get back in the water, and get over there in time to develop it, I hope. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, he can antagonize the Aztec boat. Happiness is sad. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Alrighty, we're looking at this. Now that we got this, it's 85, so that's the number we got to keep in mind. Production is done here. Good. So on to market. Well, before we do that, let's just double check this. This is going to be an increase of 10 gold for our empire, and it's credited as going to the city. So definitely a market here. Happiness is being dealt with both through the deployment of that trade route and the various Colosseums that are going up. And of course the capital can still build a Colosseum as well. 1, 2, 3. We will barter for open borders next turn. And there we go. Alright, so happiness is now neutral, or was, on the city-states, and then +2, so I'm guessing one of the Colosseums finished up. There we go. And we will have that for only 10 turns, which is unfortunate, but nevertheless, that's where we're at. Alright, Colosseum is finished. So it's too soon to tell how much we should be ramping up our culture, but I do think ramping up, well, that's just the next best thing, right? As far as late game science. Yeah, let's do it. If we enter a situation where our science is overpowering or our culture is overpowering our science in terms of the, rationalism, Renaissance cutoff, we can always pull a specialist out of the Raiders Guild. So there we go. We should be able to heal up quickly from here. So at least there's that. And it's nice that she's willing to give it to us straight up. I'm guessing that has to do with the fact that she has her own religion that she'd like to push. We will have the capability of buying this tile next turn, but finishing that now right before civil service is a good idea, and that's another source of happiness. So I think happiness, especially when you consider the one that's going to come up here next, happiness is doing fine. We're right now at the point where gold's going to start being fine. So I think we're finally in a good place. The only thing to keep in mind is now that we're buying all these tiles, we're done buying all these tiles, we now have to spend money on our spearmen being upgraded. So iron, 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 iron. Okay, good to know. City-state bonuses changed. That probably means extra happiness also. Yep, +1 happiness, but again, that's only going to be for a few turns. So some wonders getting built. That's interesting. On to theology, so we can get to education, so hopefully our science can outrun our culture, so we don't need to have additional filler policies. Alright, so there we go. That Colosseum's coming up now, and everything is good here. Now, as far as this worker, I'm thinking, yeah, we're going to have a lot of specialists in London, but as the city does overflow, the hills are going to get populated. So we should develop 1 or 2 of them. 1 turn until border growth. So if it's here, we'll just hop up and do it there. Chop it down, build a hill mine there, and then that would really be ideal, because then logistically we can team up as much as we want. The alternative is to come into York and put down a lumber mill here. It's not a bad idea. I just think that once the university is up, we're going to be pulling 2 people off the land anyways. This is the city with all these, ocean tiles that we can count on for doing all that. So our money looks low, and I'm guessing it has to do with this. So we will sell iron to the underdog first, and then the next lowest on the totem pole. Oh, they don't want that. Okay. Good, she does want both of them. Alright, so our gold's actually really decent. It's at this rate, we're looking, 4 or 5 turns to be able to improve his spearman. This one's fully healed, so I think maybe we go ahead and have these guys trade spots. Whoops, I didn't realize it was going to be like that, so they'll play leapfrog, and that's fine. You heal up, you continue that. Probably should have checked that first, just to make sure we're not missing out on anything. Okay, looking clear. So fresh and so clean. Okay, this is the kind of stuff we want to see. Borders there. Okay, so it was the far hill. So that means, I guess, jump in the water. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can land on the outside hill, move in, and go from there. Next growth is going to actually be there fairly quickly. I mean, it's kind of fine because now we don't have to bother chopping down the forest, but as you know, chopping down the forest has its own advantages. Levento wants Monaco bullied, and Antwerp targets nearby encampment, which is almost certainly going to be one we will not be able to get at easily. Guangzhou? South, I mean, we can try. We can try. Have this guy cut through here. Have this guy cut through here. Let's see. 2, 2, 2. Yeah, it's kind of awkward anyway we slice it. We do have open borders. That's something to keep in mind. It is a bit of a journey. We might get scooped. Actually, what we can do is once we heal up, let's do that. Let's heal up from this hill, and that way we can keep our eyes on the camp. That seems like a better idea. So we'll come here, and then we can come up on the hill, get eyes, and go from there. We can start healing up here. We can see the camp, act on the camp without being retaliated. That seems better. So yeah, he can still come up this way and, you know, guard over here. So what I'll do for now, since I made that little mistake, is I'll have him, you know, cover up the visibility there for the time being. Okay, Colosseum is finished in this city, so that means time for Amphitheater, right? In terms of late game science, yes. Alright. We don't actually want to build a mine there. We want to get over here and build a farm, freshwater farm. Okay, so we don't get visibility on these tiles, but he can. That doesn't necessarily mean good things, but we can check like that, I think. He's embarked, so maybe not as much. But, and what I should do is once he comes down here, have these guys swap spaces. So we'll just have him chill for the time being. And there we go. We get to further boost our happiness. Keeping in mind that the Hong Kong happiness is going to be short-lived. Hey, look at this. Maybe we can expand our money even further this way. Okay. Hastings grows. That is best right now, so good. We're in production gear there. Very nice. Nottingham grows. All right. Back into production mode there. So this is good. Spices, and okay, we definitely want to try and get that renewed. There is going to come a point in time where he gets pissy, and, you know, we can't just trade straight up like that. Hey, look at this. He's got money for whales. 6, indeed. I'll accept that. Okay, so this is good because it looks like Wu Zetian got Maria tied up with her whales, but we've got everybody else, you know, patronizing our whales. So that's really great. That's a good boost in gold, because I don't think that's a deal we were doing already. There we go. So 25 gold per turn right now, and when in 2 turns we'll have a market in this city, which will be even more. So yeah, we're gonna be okay now. So he actually wants to go into the city so he can upgrade. So once he comes here, we'll have this guy go there. He's heading up this way. He's just going to chill there for visibility's sake. We can have them swap over. Monaco seeks investors. Samarkand and Poultry. No. Okay, so let's take a peek here. Okay. So we can just sit here and heal up, but what happens if he doesn't actually do anything about that camp? He can see it now, borders. I don't think she could have before. I guess we don't know that for sure, but yeah, let's land on the outside hill. And then he's going here. Okay. Alright, so we keep getting eyes like that. Good deal. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And in 2 turns we will have the exploration opener. So our trireme will get even faster, which is very good. It's good that we have a moment to heal. I'm not sure why she's not addressing that. What is her policy? Piety. So the fact that she's keeping garrison units, I don't think makes much sense, but yay, he wants multiple horses. Alright, I think it's safe to say gold is officially not a problem. It's not stellar, but it's not a problem. And there we go. Good timing there. Alright. So he's coming in to upgrade, which we will be able to afford next turn. And in fact, we probably could have had him retract. It's probably time to get this guy into the water heading that way. So we'll bring him out here so that he can cover that. And then after we have pikemen, maybe he can finally become a composite bowman, because that is something we've been holding off on. So do we send somebody over here? Now that we have the eyes, it looks like we might need to. I don't want to leave this completely abandoned. Maybe he continues up and acts as a surrogate in the meantime. We're getting a little stretched thin as far as that goes. So I'll have this guy come out. And yeah, indeed, I will have him act as a surrogate. So let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2. No easy way. We're friends, so we don't have to avoid him. We'll just head over there and see. We can always back it up if it turns out China decides to get involved. Alright, so our units are going to be a little stretched out, but as long as we keep track of where everyone's going, should be fine. But what that does mean is every turn we should probably focus on this first, because if a camp shows up here, we want to know about it. For that reason, while we are stretched, maybe we, favor this. Well, no, we definitely want the camp to spawn up here rather than here, so we can respond to it quicker, so it doesn't spit out a boat. And then also we'll check this every turn as well. So we're actually going to lose our eyes there, because I'd rather the scout continued on. But we do have open borders with Rosetian, and we are friends with Riga. It does look like 1, 2. Yeah. It probably would be quicker for the swordsman to jump in the water, so that's what we'll do. There we go. There's the exploration opener. Naval tradition is a good policy, so if we are forced to take one, it's not the end of the world. Next policy is in 22 turns, and right now, tech-wise, we're looking at 8, 14, 27. 5-turn difference with universities coming up. Probably easily shaved off, and again, if it turns out to be down to the line, we can just pull great writers and go for there. Because the other thing to keep in mind is that we're going to be producing a great work here in 7 turns, so our culture is actually going to go up a little bit. Speaking of which, we did have a city-state just say they wanted culture, and so far you have the lead. That doesn't mean anything yet, I don't think, because I think at this point we're the only ones counted. 8 turns until university. So market is indeed finished here. And so all the Colosseums are up, and we've got marble coming up now. Now, once the specialist slots get filled, growth everywhere is going to be slowing down at a noticeable rate, so that's something to keep in mind. I think for the time being, it might be worthwhile to start getting some work boats down. Because that's the only way we're going to increase the production and the food in the city right now. We're going to have some spillover citizens, but obviously that's going to populate the university, and then I think the growth here is just going to kind of slow down at that point. We're already working 2 hard production tiles, 2 specialist slots. So I think this would be the window of opportunity for work boats in the capital. I don't know how soon we're going to meet another civ, but have you built an amphitheater? You have not, so that's what you should be doing. And then you get on work boats. Oh, look at that. Look how fast we can spit them out. 50 hammers, then we're doing 26 per turn, so that's 1 every 2 turns with 1 overlap there. I do want to get the National Wonders up, but I think it's important we deal with this too. I do want to at some point get a workboat down here, because there will come a point in time where either Maria no longer is trading with Rosetian, she is about to go to war, or was asking about it, and then also we never know when we're going to meet another civ, because we still don't know that we have perfect eyes on this island. There's a lot of cloud through here, but it does look like his coast is an interior one. Nevertheless, okay, so he was coming out. Why? Because he was coming up here to cover the gap. He was coming over here to fill in for him, I believe is what we were doing. And then he's just going to plain upgrade. And now he's coming down, so he'll upgrade in several turns. So you're just sitting tight for now, I think. Okay. I think we have a decent grasp of what should be happening. I'd really like for these workboats to service the capital. However, oh dear, Montezuma. So that's the one that was coming through here, which is weird because here is a settler. You'd think if there were barbarians nearby. We can't see them, so it must have been in through here somewhere, which means it's not our problem now that the trade route was plundered. London has grown. Well, if we're going to work any hill, it's got to be that one, right? So we've addressed that. We've addressed that as far as... Seeks a great engineer. That's going to be a long time, I think. Cancels quest. I don't know what that means. We can take a look at this. Still nobody acting on it, so we are cleared to move. And unfortunately, we're going to have to take one turn just to hop in the water. It's a bit inefficient, but there you go. Alrighty. So every workboat we drop is going to increase that tile by 1 food, 1 hammer because of our Pantheon. And that's another thing to keep in mind. That's production we are going to lose at some point as religion starts taking over. So by then we should have the various buildings that improve water tiles anyways. So right now it's just a question of, do we use this to improve the capital? Oh yeah, look at that. 10 turns until growth. We're already starting to experience the slowdown. And there's 4. Nice. And that's exactly how many we can build before universities. So yeah, we do want a workboat here, but it's not going to be this one. The capital needs some help. So let's just do that. There we go. +1 food, +1 hammer. It actually cuts a turn off our growth, so that's really good. We'll do that. He's just filling in for the gap, which means he's going to hang out here. He's landing there. We will not be able to upgrade him next turn, but that's okay. Alrighty, so our units are close enough that losing our eyes over here is probably fine. We've already seen that Wuzedian's not going to do anything about it. Do we ride the roads? No, we can ride the hills instead. Seems more valuable right now. And let's see here. 2 turns till open borders expire. So we got our trireme back just in time. And we'll make it through here next turn. So I think we don't need open borders, but we'll see if he wants them for some reason. I'm kind of resistant to the idea just because I don't want to lose our Pantheon any sooner than we have to. Where is this going, I wonder? To not to us. Okay, it probably can't reach us yet, but in time that will change. Alright. So, hey, look at this. What is her religion? I didn't bother checking that. Come on, just the religion. Faster growth rate. Temples provide happiness. Shrines provide happiness. Okay. Alright, so that would be probably the best one we've seen yet. Let's see here. We'll just go in like this. 1, 2. Step shoot seems like the safest option. And it just occurred to me there are boats. We already saw 1 boat. Yeah, he's been hit. Our own scout was hit. So yeah, hill here, hill here. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We're going to need time for the archer, or the, composite bowman to soften him up anyways. Whoa! Okay. I don't like that. But now with this guy here and him here, we have visibility. He's expanding towards us. So that can be a real problem. I still think we have this guy come over here for now. He's about to be upgraded. Yeah, we're off by 1 gold. So that's scary. That's we're at the half-hour mark. I hate to end on such a potential down point. We knew this was coming. It's a little premature for my taste. If we do consolidate our military, we should be able to hold just fine. This is a defensible city, and of course, all of our other ones are too, when not accounting for Navy, which we can. We can shift gears and address that at will. In the meantime, maybe instead of workboats, we do stuff like that. Navy, I don't know. We'll have to see how things go. We know his scout was hanging around here. He's got a trireme hanging around here. He's looking at us, so it doesn't say anything bad yet, and that apparently that war with Songhai is not actually amounting to anything. Anyways, you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next part. Take care.